Hello and welcome to my first ever vlog. Today I decided to do a day in my life with 8 horses. Since this is my first vlog, I didn't really know what parts to keep in and what parts to keep out, so I'm really sorry if it's confusing. Either way, I need to go ahead and get changed. It is absolutely freezing here in Jorvik, so I put on something that I knew I was going to stay warm in. The horses will never let me forget to go ahead and make their feed. I start by stuffing hay nets and then making grain. This can take a really long time. However, when the horses are fed and happy, I go ahead and choose the horse I'm riding with that day. Today I chose Onyx. I took him to an outdoor stable that was empty, and here is where I groom him and tack him up. This is actually electrolyte water. It gives him a little boost of energy and really improves his mood, which is great especially for the winter time. Here I am just tacking him up. He stood really nicely today. When I'm done, I go ahead and get on. Today was a very frosty day, so I started off really slow, just going for a 30-minute walk. He seemed to actually really enjoy this. I went up to this little cliff and we did a little trotting. The view was to die for. I then cantered on over to the riding arena, where we did some pole work in both trot and canter. I actually kept the jumping pretty minimal today since I was riding him in a western saddle, so it is not great for him to be jumping in that. But as you can see, I snuck a little in there because he loves it. Afterwards, even though we didn't do a whole lot, I decided to go ahead and cool him down. We did a lot of walking, some trot circles, and a few canter circles. Onyx was originally a project pony when I got him, but he has come so far. For those of you who do not know, he is an 8-year-old halflinger. Once I was done cooling him down, I thought the river was really pretty, so I decided to go ahead and head over there. We just kind of stood there for a minute taking in the view. Finally, I brought him back inside, where, as you can guess, I untacked him. I also put his shipping boots on because we actually got sponsored to do some cross country to support a brand that I already love and use over in Fergov. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool and exciting. He loaded really well. Once I was done with that, I go ahead and hopped in the car myself. Here is some car footage for you guys. It actually took us around 3 hours to drive there, but considering I left pretty late in the day, it started to get dark on our drive, which is fine because I have driven in the dark many times pulling a horse trailer. But this sky also looked really pretty tonight. Once we arrived, he unloaded very nicely. After unloading him, I brought him over to the stable he'd be staying in to get him all settled in. I was going to put him in the pasture tonight, but since he was unfamiliar with the area and it was freezing, I decided not to. Once we were there, I took off his shipping boots, gave him his dinner, and lots of loves because he deserves it. I also saw some carrots and cookies over on a hay bale, so I went ahead and grabbed some for him. He very much enjoyed himself. Very lastly, I headed over to the dorm that they said I would be staying in for the next few days. Like I said, this was my first vlog, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will be vlogging the rest of my experience here, so make sure to follow along for that journey. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching.